Hi, welcome to another tips and tricks video here on Dole Whip Wishes and Castle Dreams. We're so glad to have you. Today our video will be about the tree houses at Saratoga Springs Resort at Disney World. These tree houses are amazing. We love staying there. They're great for big groups. So if you have a large group, it sleeps up till 9 people, which is amazing, because most of the resort rooms only sleep up to 4, maybe 5 people. So if you've got a large party and you all want to stay in the same place, this is a great option. Also, the location is amazing. It's actually next to the downtown Disney area, Disney Springs area. Sorry, I'm a little old school, I know. So you got access to all of that. The resort is huge. So we took the Magical Express from the airport, which is currently Disney's free transportation to and from the airport if you are staying at a Disney resort. Just have this in mind that starting in January of 2022, they will no longer be offering this service. Hopefully they'll have something else to replace it, but for now it just runs up until then. But it's a great service, so you don't have to rent a car if you plan on staying at a Disney resort and you're going to stay there the whole time. This is a great option for you. So we took the Disney Magical Express to the resort, and it's a beautiful resort. It's got a golf course there that you can see, so it's a lot of wide open land and trees, and it's just really pretty. But let's go ahead. I'm going to take you on a tour of the room that they have. Actually, it's multiple rooms, so the whole villa. So you're going to walk up. Here's a picture of the outside, a couple pictures of the outside. Let me just throw up this picture so you can pause on it and see what the living room kind of looks like. It's got that pull-out couch, which is really nice, a little sitting area, and then if you can see over behind that pillar, that's the pull-out chair. It's got a couple of place settings at the bar for like the breakfast area. And then let's switch over and look at the kitchen. So you can see, here's a better view of the whole kitchen. It's got coffee maker, why don't we zoom in, and a refrigerator, microwave, stove, oven, all that great stuff. It does have a dishwasher as well, so if you want to do some cooking yourself, it can save you some money that way. It's really great. Now let's take a look at the bedrooms. We're going to start with the bunk bedrooms. Here's a quick video of the first room. It's the bunk bed room. There's a couple of dressers in there and a closet, and then the 2 bunk beds with the flat screen TV. That's really nice. And then here's the second bedroom. Not the master, but it does have a queen size bed, a ceiling fan, mirror, flat screen dresser, and of course a closet. It's got really great views. Everything there is just so pretty. But here's a closet with extra linens for the pull-out bed. And then out here, that's the, it does have a washer and dryer. So if you want to do some laundry, if you're staying for a little bit longer, you can do that. And then here's the first bathroom. It's got the shower, the toilet, and the sink. Lots of space for towels. It's really nice, and some storage. It's really great. It's got a little seat there and the bar inside the shower. Next, we're going to take a look at the master bedroom. So we're going to go back around through the living room, and we come into the master, which is lovely. Here it's got a little bench with storage, some place to hang things, a desk and TV, another dresser, and a queen size bed. Great views again. A nice full-length mirror. Look at those views, aren't they lovely? Oh my goodness. Okay, and there's a closet behind that door, and then here's the master bathroom. It's got the sink with all that storage. It's got a separate room for the toilet. The shower was a little interesting. Let's take a better look at that. Let's see. Okay, so here is the bathroom again. Just that shower was really, it was a little strange, because it's got the door that closes it in and the shower runs right next to the tub. But it was still nice. It was just a little interesting. So then we're gonna go back out to the main room. Let me show you some pictures of that. Okay, here's the view as you walk out of the master bedroom. Again, there's that pull-out couch and the greenish, bluish, whatever color you want to call that. That chair pulls out as well as into a sleeper. The TV is actually right there, and the kitchen, of course. You can see the kitchen table is just past the couch. It seats 6 people pretty well. It's got the bench seating. It's really nice. Again, here's the view of the kitchen from coming out of the master bedroom. And oh, there's a better view of the table. Again, it's got a really nice view. Everything there is just, it's so pretty because you're in the middle of forest. You're actually up off the ground, so it does kind of feel like you're out in the trees. And then one of the parts we didn't really get to use much, we're not outdoor seating in the middle of winter kind of people. We're from Arizona, so it was a little chilly for us. But I think during the summer or fall or spring, it would be great. Or if you're from colder climates, you'd probably think it was pretty nice out. But there is this seating area for you, and it does have its own grill. If you want to grill, that's down those steps there. You can go down and grill, but look at those views. It's just so pretty there. What I liked about it was I actually had to use a scooter while we were there. Got one of those rental motor scooters, and I wasn't sure. I was able to walk a little bit, but not very much. So I rented a scooter, and there's actually a place underneath where you can go and park it and plug it in, which is really great. So I didn't have to try and carry it up those stairs, which is my original plan, which is pretty silly thinking back on it now. So if you do need to use one of those mobility scooters, that is an option for you to do. But just keep in mind that you will have to climb stairs to get up to them. I do think they have a couple of, I'm not entirely sure, but I think they have a couple of handicap accessible ones, but they go pretty quickly. So, and if they are out, they're out. So you will need to talk to them before going if you can't do stairs. Those probably aren't what you're going to want to do. The other recommendation I have, if you are traveling with a mobility scooter or a wheelchair, anything like that, to go, there's a bunch of bus stops. If you're taking the bus transportation to and from the parks, there are a lot of bus stops at the Saratoga Springs resort, and you're going to want to go to the very first bus stop where the bus first stops when it enters the resort in order to get on, because if you go to any of the other ones, the buses are usually full by the time they get there, especially if you've got a wheelchair or a handicap scooter. Then there's just a lot of times not room and you're waiting a long time to get on. So you can ask a cast member when you get there which one's the first stop. It's actually pretty close. Well, I shouldn't say pretty close. It's actually one of the closest bus stops to where the tree houses are. So you're going to want to ask a cast member where that is so you can pick it up there and be sure you do that. There's also an internal bus that runs, because like I said, the Saratoga Springs is rather large. For just the tree houses, we typically didn't take that one just because it was such a hassle, like getting on the bus and then getting off the bus, that we didn't want to have to do it twice, because you'll have to take the internal bus over to the resort buses and you'll have to get off. So if you can, I would just go straight to the regular bus stop. There is a couple paths that will take you. But if you want to use the internal buses, you can do that as well. That bus stop was a lot closer to our actual treehouse. Saratoga Springs does have a number of pools. The only one close to the tree houses is considered a quiet pool, so there's no like slides or anything fun like that. but it's closer than the main pool, which has the slides and all the fun stuff. And you are able to use Saratoga Springs pools if you're staying at the Treehouse. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. It was a little cold for us, so we didn't really spend any time there, but there are a number of them. There are also a number of restaurants at Saratoga Springs. While we were there, it was during COVID, so they didn't have any of them open except for the quick service one. So that's where we usually ate, just basic food. They also had a small shop there for, you could pick up like microwavable stuff and frozen stuff that you could take back to your room. We used that a lot. They also had some snacks and drinks that you could pick up if you wanted, along with a really cute gift shop. We spent some time in there as well. A lot of the amenities were not open due to COVID when we went, but the Saratoga Springs resort does have some that you can do. Things like, obviously, golfing. That actually was open, but we don't golf while we're at Disney, so we didn't do that. But if you're a golfer, it's got a great golf course there that you can partake in. They have an arcade. It wasn't open. They have a lot of, like, you can rent bicycles, you can go on the jogging paths. Like I said, you could go swimming. They have lots of grills and campfire areas where you can make s'mores. They've just got a lot of fun stuff there. And like I said, the location is pretty amazing. You can actually walk to Disney Springs. It is a bit far. Like I said, Saratoga Springs is really spread out. And so you can be walking for a while. Over near the tree houses, they do have a boat dock that goes up and down the river. It goes to actually Port Orleans, and then the other way is Disney Springs. So you can take that there to Disney Springs, and it's a lot closer and not as far of a walk then. When we were staying, however, it was closed down due to COVID. Super big bummer. But we ended up taking the bus instead. If you want to take the bus, you can do that as well. And I think that pretty much wraps it up for our review of the tree houses at Disney Springs. 10 out of 10, highly recommend them. They are amazing if you can get one. They are limited, so they book up pretty fast, and they are on the more pricier side of things, but again, it's because it sleeps so many people. So if you can get a couple parties together that can kind of chip in, it's definitely worth it. Even if you can't, even if it's just you, and like, I still think it's absolutely worth it because they're amazing. There's so much room, so many amenities, so much great stuff. You're so close to the parks and to Disney Springs. We just absolutely loved it. So I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Comments, we love to hear from you. Drop them below as well. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, hope you will do so. Do it, please, please. I'm not too proud to beg. We love having new people join our YouTube family, so hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you don't miss any of our future episodes. Again, thank you so much for stopping by, and we hope to see you real soon.